people. Sawubona, Yaya. All right, people. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We at the middle of the week. Let's do this. Log out. Okay. That's wabble, sister. That's wabble. That's wabble. All right, beautiful people. Oh, shoot. These names all crazy on my page. All right. Everybody sleep well. I actually went to bed early last night. I did, then I woke up and I was up for a little bit and went back to bed. Okay. But I slept pretty good. I feel refreshed. Let me check these chakras real quick. Let's see. 6, 7, 8. You know what? Let's go ahead and do 4. Because about 11. They averaging 11 verses. Okay. I'm glad you slept good, sister. Glad you slept good. Okay, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It is my baby birthday today. Joshua turns 10 years old. Happy birthday to ya. Although he probably won't see this. But I'll sing happy birthday when he get up. But anyway, it is October the 21st, 2020. Day 281 of year 2 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets. Also known as the Old Testament. Of the 2-year consecutive day count, it is day 645 without the Sabbath and Sabbath feast days added in because we rest on those days. They're counted, but they're not counted in the daily reading counts. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. Psalm chapter 55. We're reading 55, 56, 57, and 58. All right, Psalm 55. Listen to my prayer, O Yah. Do not ignore my cry for help. Please listen and answer me, for I am overwhelmed by my troubles. My enemies shout at me, making loud and wicked threats. They bring trouble on me and angrily hunt me down. My heart pounds in my chest. The terror of death assaults me. Fear and trembling overwhelm me, and I cannot stop shaking. Oh, that I had wings like a dove, then I would fly away and rest. I would fly far away to the quiet of the wilderness. How quickly I would escape, far from this wild storm of hatred. Confuse them, Yah. Frustrate their plans, for I see violence and conflict in the city. Its walls are patrolled day and night against invaders, but the real danger is wickedness within this city. Everything is falling apart. Threats and cheating are rampant in the streets. It is not an enemy who taunts me. I could bear that. It is not my foes who so arrogantly insult me. I could have hidden from them. Instead, it is you, my equal, my companion and close friend. What good fellowship we once enjoyed as we walked together to the house of Yah. Let death stalk my enemies. Let the grave swallow them alive. For evil makes its home within them. But I will call on Yahuah, and Yahuah will rescue me. Morning, noon, and night, I cry out in my distress, and Yahuah hears my voice. He ransoms me and keeps me safe from the battle waged against me. Though many still oppose me, Yahuah, who has ruled forever, will hear me and humble them. For my enemies refuse to change their ways. They do not fear Yah. As for my companion, he betrayed his friends. He broke his promises. His words are as smooth as butter, but in his heart is war. His words are as soothing as lotion, but underneath are daggers. Give your burdens to Yahuah, and he will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall, but you, O Yahuah, will send the wicked down to the pit of destruction. Murderers and liars will die young, but I am trusting you to save me. I'll tell him, Tiffany. I'll tell him to say happy birthday. All right, Psalm chapter 56. O Yahuah, have mercy on me, for people are hounding me. My foes attack me all day long. I am constantly hounded by those who slander me, and many are boldly attacking me. But when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. I praise Yah for what he has promised. I trust in Yahuah, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me? They are always twisting what I say. They spend their days They are always twisting what I say. They spend their days plotting to harm me. They come together to spy on me, watching my every step, eager to kill me. Don't let them get away with their wickedness. In your anger, O Yahuah, bring them down. You track all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. My enemies will retreat when I call to you for help. This I know, Yahuah is on my side. I praise Yahuah for what he has promised. Yes, I praise Yahuah for what he has promised. I trust in Yahuah, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me? I will fulfill my vows to you, O Yah, and will offer a sacrifice of thanks for your help. For you have rescued me from death. You have kept my feet from slipping, so now I can walk in your presence, O Yahuah, in your life-giving light. That's Wabu, Trina. Psalm chapter 57. Have mercy on me, O Yahuah, have mercy. I look to you for protection. I will hide beneath the shadow of your wings until the danger passes by. I cry out to Yahuah, the Most High God, who fulfills his purpose for me. He will send help from heaven to rescue me, disgracing those who hound me. Yahuah will send forth his unfailing love and faithfulness. I am surrounded by fierce lions who greedily devour human prey, whose teeth pierce like spears and arrows, and whose tongues cut like swords. Be exalted, O Yahuah, above the highest heavens. May your glory shine over all the earth. My enemies have set a trap for me. I am weary from distress. They have dug a deep pit in my path, but they themselves have fallen into it. My heart is confident in you, O Yahuah. My heart is confident. No wonder I can sing your praises. Wake up, my heart. Wake up, O lyre and harp. I will wake the dawn with my song. I will thank you, Yahuah, among all the people. I will sing your praises among the nations, for your unfailing love is as high as the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the clouds. Be exalted, O Yahuah, above the highest heavens. May your glory shine over all the earth. Last chapter for the day, y'all. Psalm chapter 58. Justice. Do you rulers know the meaning of the word? Do you judge the people fairly? No. You plot injustice in your hearts. You spread violence throughout the land. These wicked people are born sinners. Even from birth, they have lied and gone their own way. They spit venom like deadly snakes. They are like cobras that refuse to listen, ignoring the tunes of the snake charmers, no matter how skillfully they play. Break off their fangs, O Yah. Smash the jaws of these lions, O Yahuah. May they disappear like water into thirsty ground. Make their weapons useless in their hands. May they be like snails that dissolve into slime, like a stillborn child who will never see the sun. Yahuah will sweep them away, both young and old, faster than a pot heats over burning thorns. The godly will rejoice when they see injustice avenged. They will wash their feet in the blood of the wicked. Then at last everyone will say, there truly is a reward for those who live in Yah. Surely there is a God who judges there. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting tongue-tied. Then at last everyone will say, there truly is a reward for those who live for Yah. Surely there is a God who judges justly here on earth. Them two J's, putting them together was tying my tongue up. All right, y'all. That is our reading for today. That is Psalm 55, 56, 57, and 58. It is Wednesday, October the 21st, 2020. Happy birthday, Joshua! Okay. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, baby. Oh, Trina and Tiffany said happy birthday.
Thank you.
He said thank you. Y'all heard him in the background. Okay, y'all. So it is year 2 of reading through the books of the Law and the Prophets, also known as the Old Testament. It is day 645 of the 2-year consecutive count. I always like to repeat it at the end, just in case somebody missed it at the beginning. And they keeping count too, which probably not. I'm probably the only one keeping count of this, but that's fine. But I say it anyway. All right, now we'll go to Numbers chapter 6. To the blessing All right, y'all know what the first 21 verses is. Do I need to repeat it? Just in case I do, it's the Nazarite vow. All right, and the blessing is in verses 22 through 27. And Yahuah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, May Yahuah bless us and keep us. May Yahuah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuah lift up his countenance upon us and give us his peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Remember, people, we are the children of Israel. We are still located at the four corners of the earth. We still are scattered all over the earth. We have not been regathered to our lands yet. Remember, the gathering of the Jewish people in 1948 that is all a part of the lies, all a part of the conspiracy, not only to fool the world, but to fool Yahuah's own people. Remember, they have stolen our identity, and all the world is in cahoots to keep us asleep and not knowing who we are. Why? So they can keep our stuff. But remember, this has happened because we turned away from Yah. We turned away from his laws, his statutes, and his commands, and he told us that if we did, that the very place that we are in again for the second time would happen again. And remember, he told Moses that. Moses, he said, listen here, y'all hard-headed people. Mind you, they had already come out of Egypt the first time. So when Yahuah told Moses this, he had already led them out into the wilderness, and they were there. You know, he said, listen, Yahuah has already told me sometime down the road, y'all going to turn away from these commands, and y'all going to go back into captivity. And he went into the details of what would happen, and what happened was the exact thing that happened. You can recognize Yahuah's people by how it describes us in Deuteronomy, especially Deuteronomy chapter 28, because there is not another set of people on the face of the earth that lines up completely to that right there. The only people on the face of the earth, the Jewish people, Jewish people, the European converts that are living over there in a state created by the Balfour Declaration, those are not the people of the book. They're not the people of the book. And a lot of them are waking up realizing, just like Jeremiah said, they will say, we have inherited lies. We're not the people. So Yahuah is waking up a lot of people to who we really are and who people are really not. You know, so, and when we know that, we know what we need to do. We need to do the same thing that our ancestors did before they came out of Egypt the first time. We need to turn back to him and begin to cry out to him. Then the deliverers among us will rise up. The deliverers are on the scene, y'all. I'm telling y'all, our deliverers are here on the scene. Every four corners of the earth where Israel is scattered, there are deliverers there. Now, mind you, it was just one back in Egypt, which was Moses. It was one, but I believe there are delivered because they were all in one place then, so they really only needed one. But now, since we're scattered to the four corners of the earth, I believe that there is a deliverer, maybe a couple deliverers in every place where our people are scattered, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know. But I know that they are there. We are at the end of the 400 years, and our people are waking up, right? So I don't know all the details of how all this going to look, but I know it says that we're going to come out of captivity and we're going to get to return to our own land. Now, like I said, I would love to tell you if I knew. I have some kind of inkling. I have different theories, you know, but I believe I may still be missing some pieces of the information too. So I don't claim to have it all. If y'all know, please share it with a sister. I would like to know. I really like information that I don't currently have, so I can check into it and see if it fits into the overall puzzle. So, but I do believe, like I said before, I believe there are different levels of waking up and coming out of bondage, coming out of Babylon, you know, spiritually, mentally. Like, you literally have to break the mental chains off your mind of bondage that our people endured over the last 400 years. Like, seriously, that, right, all of this needs to be dealt with. But whether it's we actually leave this land, because I'm looking at some things now, we're going to go back to our homeland, but I know everybody's not going to go. You know, some of our people are going to choose not to go. That I simply know, because it's just some that are comfortable here in Babylon. And matter of fact, if you read in during the first time they were coming out of Egypt, if you read through the books, the books of Jubilees and Jasher, but Jasher more so, it gives you more detail of what was happening during the plagues that was happening in Egypt. And some of our people, some of the people that was supposed to have their butt down in Goshen, some of them got taken away by some of the plagues. But the current Bible, the canonized Bible that a lot of people have, the 66 books, it doesn't have a lot of that detail in there, and some of the people, some of our people are hard heads. They rebelled, a lot of our people were still, they weren't in Goshen because they was probably still working out in the fields of the Egyptians and stuff. And if they didn't get home, after the first three plagues, Yahuah said that he would bring a separation between the Egyptians and Yahuah's people, so that they can clearly see, wait a minute, what is going on here? Stuff is happening to these people, but nothing is happening to these people. It's going to start seeming odd that the different people that's going to be taken away and the different people that's going to be saved, so to speak, from some destructions and coming destructions and stuff, right? So I wouldn't get afraid. Like, I'm not afraid of anything that may happen to plagues or anything like that. But I know some things that are happening are going to be serious. And some people, sad to say, but some people are going to lose their lives, because of some of the coming things that are happening, whether it's weather catastrophes or freak accidents or stuff like that. And, but I get what I'm saying. But I said all that to say, we the people. And if you keep your eyes on the right people, you can understand the prophecies better. You can understand the book better. You can understand the Bible better. Remember, the Bible belongs to Israel. The letters and stuff, all the stuff that was written, the prophecies, all that stuff was written to Israel, not to any other nation. But remember, the other nations can use it, which is why they took our book of history and our book of prophecies that was directly to us, and they divided it up and gave it to all the nations. So all the nations are being blessed by the wisdom that is found in the information that was given directly to the children that was supposed to have been passed down to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, if you read through the book of Enoch, say the same thing passes down through the generations, so your children may know who Yah is and how to keep these things. Y'all have to read. If y'all ain't read Enoch, Jubilees, and Jasher, y'all have to read it. It'll fill in. Just them 3 books right there will fill in so much for you. But yeah, guys. So we know that all the nations are being blessed by the Abrahamic seed. Even though a lot of them don't really know for real who the Abrahamic seed is, but it's clear to see if you just open your eyes and look. All the nations have been blessed by our people, by our culture, people trying to mimic it, stealing inventions and everything. But all these things, Yahuah said it would happen because we turned away from him. But now that we're waking up in the land of our captivity and coming to ourselves, he's going to begin to restore things to us. And I think it's going to be like, some things is going to be like instantaneously automatic, but some things bit by bit. Like I said, there are some people that are already traveling back, going back to Africa, different places and stuff. If Yah is leading you to go ahead and go. Pack up. He's provided for you. But some people want to go that can't go, so they have to wait and see. Like I said, I don't really know all the details of how all that's going to happen in second Exodus and stuff. But there's also places, there are quite a few places in Scripture, which I'm trying to reconcile, that says that Jacob will inherit all the places of Edom, all the places of Esau. So I'm like, well, if that's the case. And remember how I said, like, in Revelations, it tell you that Babylon, the door to Babylon, will be completely destroyed. But also being completely destroyed doesn't necessarily mean, boom, you blow up and we don't see you no more. It can be completely destroyed by another nation coming in, completely taking over you, changing all your stuff and all your names to their stuff and their names. That's another place. That's another way a place can be destroyed. So it's a couple different definitions and a couple different outlooks on that. We see both of those a lot throughout Scripture, where places are destroyed and completely taken over, you know, and they even change the name of the cities, the names of the streets and stuff, and we know it's a lot of that's been going on, and it keeps people from being able to really track back down the origins of certain places, you know. But the truth is always lingering in the shadows somewhere. You just got to get to it, you know, because a lot of this stuff that's happened over time, it's not just written in the Bible. The Bible is foretelling and telling you what's going to happen. But there are a lot of books that were written by different people throughout the centuries. These books cost a lot of money too. I've been looking and tracking some of them. They're becoming really popular. Things that was written in the 16th century, 14th, 15th century. These prices are going up. One book I was looking at is like $1,000, you know. So I'm like, this is crazy, because people are looking at them. People who hold this material are gouging people on the prices. I don't agree with that. I think that is wrong. I think that's really wrong. You know, the demand for it is high, and you only have like a couple of them, you know. So for those people who may see this and get those books, get them books and read them out loud to us online. I think Big Judah, if anybody follows Big Judah, a lot of people, they can't get with the way he talked, but Big Judah, I'm going to tell you, if you're not good at eating meat and spitting out the bones, don't go to his channel, because the way he talked just going to completely throw you off. Like how he starts his videos, it may just throw some people off. Talking about the earthly mother. What is the earthly mother? But he explains all praises to Yahuah, which is Yahuah. You know, some people pronounce it different. All praises to the earthly mother, which is wisdom, which is the Holy Spirit. He just add a couple different names in there, but that's going to throw some people off. Like I said, if you're not good with eating the meat and spitting out the bones, don't go to his channel. But he does have a lot of good information, a lot of good historical facts, and books that he's come across where he's actually pulling out the information and showing it on the screen and reading it to you, because you know not a lot of people have the money to actually get access to those books, you know. So but Yahuah has blessed him in a way where he get a lot of that information and he shares. He got over 500 videos on his channel with a lot of this stuff, historical facts and proof, a lot of things that you can go check into. I don't necessarily agree with everything he say, but there are some things that are right on point. But like I said, if you're not good with eating meat and spitting out the bones, if you're still a baby and you in need of milk, don't go to his channel. Don't even go look him up, you know. I don't want you to get off and get all confused and stuff. But all right, y'all. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else. With that being said, I see y'all in the morning. Peace.